So now I know most people are not really sure about this. If I go ahead and ask a lot of people, they don't really know about it. There's a saying that goes this way: do not click on unsolicited links in your email. Or does it say do not click on any links at all in your email? What if the link is coming from someone you know? Do you still click on it? Well, stay to the end of this video, you will know as the real saying goes. So welcome to SC Cybersecurity, where we talk on online safety, digital safety, and also expose the latest scams and tricks used in Nigeria and all around the world. So as usual, I always love to tell a story to better explain what I'm talking about. So in this story, there are 3 characters involved in this my story, and then one is Mr. E, who is the main character. The second one is Mr. E's colleague, and then the last person is the hacker. So Mr. E is someone who works in a software development company, works in an Android development company. They just make Android applications and all. That's what they do in his particular firm or in his particular organization. And he's more like the team lead. He's more like the person that does the software testing. He's someone that does the whole, he just handles or controls the whole application development area in his company or in his organization. He mostly liaises with his colleague, which I don't know his name exactly. And his colleague is someone who is also in his application development team. The role of his colleague is just to go through the app, and there's anything that needs to be corrected, his colleague just lets him know as the team lead, and he does everything, and then he gives him feedback on that particular application. So Mr. E's colleague is this type of person that really does not care about online safety. He really does not know much about how to be safe online, or how to make sure he's not hacked, or how to make sure he's not scammed, or to make sure he's not infected or vulnerable to all these things going on around. He just does things anyhow as it pleases him. Well, eventually, the email which he usually contacts Mr. E with got hacked, and then Mr. E's colleague didn't know about his email getting hacked sooner until the damage was done. So let me go further into the story. So the hacker who hacked the account saw the conversation between Mr. E and Mr. E's colleague, and he saw that Mr. E's colleague was supposed to send what they have been doing so far in the team to Mr. E on a particular deadline given to Mr. E's colleague by Mr. E himself. So he saw their whole conversation via mail and noticed that he was supposed to submit the particular software they have been working on to Mr. E via mail. So the hacker decided to social engineer Mr. E. So he created a malicious software with the name of the software that was supposed to be sent to Mr. E. He created a Dropbox platform where the malware was already inside, and sent the link to the Dropbox to Mr. E for him to access the software and then see how far they have gone through with the whole software and the whole application which they were developing. So Mr. E saw this link from his supposed colleague. He thought it was his colleague. He never knew that his colleague's account had already been hacked by a hacker. He saw a link and the write-up saying that the whole project has been concluded, and then he's supposed to just go ahead and review it as they had planned and as they had said earlier. So Mr. E immediately clicked on the link because it was from a familiar person. It was from his colleague. He assumed it was from his colleague, or he didn't know it was not from his colleague. So he clicked on the link and then downloaded the file from the Dropbox. And immediately after downloading that file from the Dropbox, take note, the software was named in a way that Mr. E couldn't recognize it was a malicious software, because he named it with the right extension and everything, so it looked like it was coming from Mr. E's colleague. It looked like the legitimate software which was supposed to review. So remember, after he clicked the link, he downloaded it, he opened it, and then he was expecting it to do something, and then it didn't do anything. So he was surprised and was wondering why the particular software didn't do anything. He didn't understand what was going on. So he wrote back to his colleague that when he ran the software was not doing anything, that perhaps there's something wrong, or perhaps that it's corrupted, that he should resend it again. And then he never knew that the hacker had already hacked him, and by him enabling it and clicking the link, and also by him downloading everything and opening that particular application or that particular software, that the hacker had already hacked him too. So like that, the hacker gained access to everything that they were doing in their organization, everything about the whole project. I wouldn't want to go far and explain to you what happened in the end, but you should know what happened in the end when he had already hacked the team lead of that particular team. So he could go ahead and send mails to everyone in that team, and it was really disastrous. So what are the lessons to learn from this story? So the first lesson is going to debunk the first statement which I made in the beginning of this video, that you should not click on any unsolicited links. Do not click on any solicited or unsolicited links in your email. Well, without confirmation, you need to confirm it's coming from the right person or the right person sent it. So for example, if Mr. E had called his colleague to confirm if he was one that really sent that email, he wouldn't have gotten into the trouble which he got himself into. So I would say, if someone sends you, if your colleague in the office sends you something, perhaps a link or a Dropbox or a Google Drive link or something to go through it, make sure you call the person via another platform. Don't send the person a mail again, because the mail might have been hacked. So if you send the person a mail trying to confirm it, the hacker or the person, if the account was hacked, the hacker is going to reply you in a positive manner. So you should use another means of communicating to your teammate or your team member, and then confirm if the person really sent that. You can say something like this via call: I received the link you sent for the project, I'm going to go through it now. So if the person says okay, there's no problem, then you know that the person really sent it. But if the person says something like I have not sent it yet, then you know there's a problem. So what I want you to take note is always confirm before you click or open any link. Don't just assume it's coming directly from your team lead or from those working under you. It has happened a lot. So many people have been hacked, and from there it keeps spreading. So that is one thing you should take note. That is one lesson you should learn. The second lesson you should learn is that if at all, and if after you've even confirmed from the person, or if you don't want to confirm from the person, always scan every link through an antivirus solution online. You have Security.net, you have VirusTotal.com, you have lots of different online scanning platforms. So all you need to do is just right click on the link or hold the link down if you're using your Android. But if you're using your PC, just right click, copy the link, don't click on it, just copy the link and go and paste it in these platforms. You'll be able to scan the links to make sure that the link is safe, because these online scanning platforms, these antivirus online scanning platforms, will look deeper into the link and tell you if something is wrong with it or if it is malicious. So don't just directly click on the link. So this is the second thing you can do. And then the third one, which I can't overstate it, always have an antivirus solution on your laptop. There's a link in the description. You can go ahead and get the one that is quite affordable that I use. You can go ahead and get it. That antivirus there is really good enough. Or you need to have an anti-malware solution or antivirus solution on your system that can detect all those things. But take note, some of these things can bypass some of those antivirus systems, like all those basic antivirus systems. The first two advice I gave you is usually the best, because it helps you confirm. It helps you confirm before you even download it, because you having antivirus means you must have already downloaded it into your system, and then the particular virus or the particular malware might be strong enough to bypass your antivirus. So don't do that. Make sure you do the first two things I talked about. Hopefully you've learned the lessons from this story. So if you enjoyed this video, do well to give us a like. Please and please, we need the likes on this video to help us with more engagement, to help YouTube to recommend this to more people to know about this, to help in terms of pushing for awareness or creating more awareness on this particular topic or on this particular matter. Do well to like, do well to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and do well to share this content. So thank you for watching. You can click this video we have for you here and go ahead and enjoy the video. It's really important to watch this video for your online safety. Remember to stay safe. Your online safety is key.